Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to meeting of the etcd operator working group. Um, this is a meeting of a Kubernetes subproject, so we are um, beholden to the Kubernetes Code of Conduct. So be excellent to each other. And with that, I have posted the minutes to the link to the minutes in the chat. Please make sure that you list yourself as an attendee. And I could use someone to help me take notes.
I can take notes, Josh.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's look at action items from last time.
Could you share your screen, Josh?
Oh, hey, good idea. Okay, there we go. So let's look at action items from last time, and of course, heading this off. Actually, wait, before we look at action items, let me double check. We don't have anybody new joining the call, do we? If we have somebody new, we should just do a quick round of introductions. Speak up now or move on.
No, I don't think so. Everything is
Okay,
familiar.
cool. Okay. So obviously the big thing is certificate management. Where are we on that?
Yeah, so I actually raised and the first few iterations of the PR, and like I've been getting the reviews and I've been fixing them proactively. The thing is, the reconciler logic seems to be like it needs to go through a few more reviews and few more eyes. And so, like, since the original PR is too long, like, I have started splitting those PRs into like independent bits. I will send one that I need review on. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if you want to paste that into the minutes,
Yes.
the link. Is there anything we can do here on the call?
If we have time, we can quickly go through this one. This is like just the cert manager struct definition.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, just one minor comment. Please order the field as the same order as the. I recall we have a config struct. Please make sure it's in a similar order. Yeah, just a minor comment.
Yes.
Yeah, another discussion I recall, you raised a discussion about the CA bundle.
Yes.
For the CA bundle, how do we expect user to configure the CA bundle for the certificate?
Yes. So actually, initially, as per the interfaces struct, the CA bundle expects a byte array. And how I was thinking of like doing it is like having a base 64 encoded string of the PEM file as the user input in the etcd operator CR. But I came across a few issues with it. Basically, if it is base 64 encoded, it will be always visible to the like as a part of the CR. And secondly, the problem is like if there is any change, if the user wants to update the CA bundle, the original CA bundle is not retained. Like we will have to overwrite it. Instead, if we can use a secret, like the CA bundle will be actually holding the secret name, and programmatically, if we check whether the secret is present or not, uh, we expect the user to have already created the secret which has the CA bundle and populate that secret name. So at any point of time, if they want to update the CA bundle, they don't have to delete the old one. They can actually create a new one and just update it in the CR. So that way, I think like it might be a good approach, but yeah, it is like open for discussion. I can actually list down my this understanding in the agenda doc. Just give me a moment.
Just to clarify, I sent a link in the chat. Could you open the link in the chat, Josh?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, just clarify. There is we have config struct. There is a C bundle field. This is a byte slice in Go language. Just to be clear, the interface, the certificate interface is just our internal interface, not our interface to the user. This interface provided by the certificate package, and the user should be the LCD operator. The controller is the user of this package. So this is just the internal interface. So what we are discussing right now is how do we expect the user to configure the CA bundle? It's a user interface. That's different thing. That's the first thing I would like to clarify. The second point is the second high level point is if you inspect the user create the secrets beforehand, for example, create the secrets, including the CA bundle beforehand. And in the future, if the user replace the CA bundle to a new CA bundle, so that's another big topic, how to rotate the certificates, how to renew the certificate. This is a really big topic. So I would like to have an end-to-end solution to make sure everything is, you have to think about every details. So I would like to suggest you to raise the issue in the community, raise a discussion topic.
Okay. Okay. I'll like create an issue regarding this. So like this specific CA bundle thing, how it is going to be consumed in Cert Manager is where the I can say where the challenge lies, because it is not directly used. So if there is a secret which has the CA bundle, uh, we need to create an issuer with that secret, and that issuer needs to be uh, issuer and issuer kind needs to be specified when creating the cert manager certificate, like creating the certificate through cert manager. So I'll list down the details in a discussion, I'll open a discussion regarding that.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. And anything else on this?
Nothing from my end. So the current implementation of the
Mhm.
um of my PR is doesn't include the CA bundle, like use of the CA bundle. So it does the reconciling and everything, but it doesn't include the CA bundle implementation. So this is like the current implementation has a self-signed certificate generation. So that is the current implementation of it in my current PR.
Okay. Okay. Keep working on that. Good work so far. Okay. I assume that somebody put this on there reminding us to sign up for the Kubernetes meet and greet for the SIG etcd table.
Yeah, I add that item. So we hope to meet everyone offline in the KubeCon meeting.
Yep.
At least I and Ivan will go to the Kubernetes meet.
Yep.
I'll also be there.
Yeah, so we should collect a quick round of names so that we can actually. Oh, looks like Ivan put a bunch of names in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The okay. Okay. Another thing, by the way, for KubeCon is Cyprian is going to do our segment on the operator during the SIG etcd maintainer track talk.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on to oh wait, we're not necessarily finished with action items, are we?
Just 1 second, sorry. For the KubeCon topic, for the KubeCon session, so we have slides, PPT slides. So please all the speaker to prepare the slides. Make sure we have this PPT ready by the end of this week.
Okay. Cyprian, you on that?
Yeah.
All good.
Okay. I just realized I skipped ahead without finishing with the action items. What was this? Did it get resolved? No.
Yeah, but
So-
guys, there's been no progress on this week. I've been traveling.
Okay.
I do intend on getting to this weekend.
Okay. Okay. And then release work, which is actually the next major agenda item. So let's talk again. So Ivan.
Cool. So yep, I don't know when we wanna do the 0.10 release. So things that I forgot to actually update that issue, but we have. So I think so we have the cert manager. But I think we agreed that we're not gonna release 0.1 with the cert manager, or are we?
Yeah, I think so, because I don't think we have enough time to merge the certificate management PR before the KubeCon events. We don't have, because the priority we need to focus on prepare for the PPT. This is the priority now. We need to prepare that for that. Another point is, the PR is huge. PR. I don't think we can get everything carefully reviewed, tested before KubeCon events. So anyway, I propose to release 0.1 version without certificate management.
Okay.
At least there are two benefits. The first benefit is we will give user initial impression what the etcd operator look like, and also give user initial version to do whatever evaluation in their test environment. That should be good enough. And also we have the data persistent feature is already ready. That's really good news. So anyway, just one question for Ivan. You have recently delivered a release script. You can automatically release the etcd operator, right? So when when we run the release scripts, you can automatically create a tag, build image, and put image to the registry, and generate this YAML file. So from the user perspective, the user just needs to run kubectl apply the YAML file. Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
So I think we just need a little bit of documentation. That was my comment on the release script pull request. So basically in the etcd repository, when we create a release in the GitHub release, we have the instructions on how to install it. So I was thinking on maybe like just mimicking that. As it's gonna be the first release, I'm a little bit hesitant on should we already code like the implementation to automatically do that, or maybe like, because again it's the first one, I expect that it's highly likely not gonna be very smooth. So I think we just manually create the release and write the instructions. I could do so in your comment, you said that we need to provide detailed guide and steps on how to deploy the etcd operator. I think I can cover that part, but then the second part, we need to provide some example configs on how to use the CSI drivers. So I don't know if we have the contributor that did the CSI drivers, and if he or she can
Okay,
help.
probably I can walk with you offline about the CS driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we
Um,
can just provide a simple document for the user how to deploy the etcd operator, just the command, a simple
Okay.
document.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or
and
example, I will work with you offline about the CS drivers part.
if somebody wants to write just sort of draft docs on how to do the deployment and adding CSI volumes, I can turn those into more full-featured docs.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Um,
So maybe we can
yeah.
start actually a Google Doc and then work there.
Okay.
So okay, so then the second part, my second question is that out of from the operator SDK scaffolding, the Makefile has supported platforms. What is it? ARM64 Linux, AMD, but it has also mainframe and PowerPC. Do we want to support mainframe and PowerPC? I think we maybe just want ARM and
No.
AMD.
I'll give in addition to why we don't want to, which is that Kubernetes is not necessarily going to be distributing images for Kubernetes much longer for those.
Right. Good point.
And given that it feels like unnecessary extra effort on our part.
Okay, so I'll open up a small pull request just to remove, just to keep ARM64 and AMD64.
Okay, I think it's accepted for the 0.1 version.
Okay. For documentation, are we just, because right now we don't have any kind of framework for user documentation. Are we just going to skip documentation framework for now, assuming that we're eventually going to merge this into the main etcd docs?
I believe I think we should have a separate document for the etcd operator. Just simple, not you just initial document should be very simple. Just how to deploy the etcd operator, just one command, something like
Right.
that.
I'm talking about documentation formatting, because once I start into this, I'm going to actually want to think about that. But we're just going to keep it as GitHub Markdown for now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But later we actually want it to be on the website, right? I guess etcd.io website.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and in that case, we're going to want to actually add it to the etcd website repo. So, but we don't necessarily need to do that right away.
Yeah, probably we have for example, etcd.io dash etcd operator, something like that.
Oh, I don't want to mess with the structure of the website deploy. I'd honestly rather have it in the repo from that perspective, but or we do a subdomain because
Yeah.
but like I said, right now we're not planning on doing anything to deploy documentation to the web because it wouldn't have a website right now. So, and I just wanted to confirm that.
I think for version 0.1, it's acceptable that it's still like pretty much green and work in progress, right? So
Okay.
maybe embedded. Well, that will be my vote.
Okay. Okay, that's everything that we currently have on the agenda. Is there other stuff we need to bring up?
If there's no problem, we can summarize the action item for this meeting.
Oh yeah, so action items.
I believe the most important one is the document, is the markdown document. Yeah, document and the CSI Java example, something like that.
Okay, the other thing is,
And the release 0.1 version.
Yep.
Yeah, I leave to Ivan to decide when to release. As long as we are good, as long as we can release before KubeCon London event.
Yeah.
Team, quick question. When are we supposed to have a next meeting? Because I think we'd have KubeCon, right?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
question. I don't. I probably most likely we will cancel next meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, and a few of us will be at KubeCon, but I don't think most of us will.
Actually, I think most of us will.
Yeah,
It feels like we should come up with some way to get together at KubeCon then.
yeah, we can meet offline, face to face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be able to meet either, as an unconference session during the maintainer summit or on Tuesday because Tuesday is Colo Day. The rest of KubeCon is rather difficult.
We have KubeCon beginning in 1st April, right? Our next meeting
No.
falls on,
Yeah, well, the maintainer summit's on the 31st of March.
right, 31st of March. Okay, and our next meeting falls on a Tuesday, 1st April.
Mhm.
Yeah. How many people, of our folks who work on this, how many people are planning on attending the maintainer summit? Is everybody's going to KubeCon going to be the maintainer summit?
Yes.
I'm to be there.
I will be there, most likely.
Okay. Is there any reason for me not to throw, etcd operator working meeting on the list of potential unconference sessions?
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Like,
Yeah,
they might not accept it, but it's worth proposing.
yeah.
There's always the hallway or some. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, even if we're not officially on the schedule, the maintainer summit schedule is significantly lighter, as in fewer sessions. than Kubernetes contributor summits have traditionally been. So we can probably find some time that all of us could meet, even if we don't have an assigned room. So it's just an assigned room would give us a table and stuff. We get more work done. Okay. Anything else?
Right. Another question, guys. Do we have? Can we access the doc where we intend to plan for the etcd operator? Like what comes next for version 0.2? Do we have a doc? Just wanted to review.
Mhm.
We have a roadmap, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
in the
Yeah, we do have a roadmap doc. I just don't know where it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody want to link that in?
1 second. Give me 2 seconds.
yeah, it's inside the docs directory.
Oh, right. Here we go.
In the docs.
It's under, oh, no. It's right there in the root of docs. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, send it in the chat. Send the link in the chat.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Benjamin.
We should update this because certificate renewal is going to move to version 0.2.
Okay, so now that we're speaking a little bit about the roadmap, what about Helm? Do we want to target to like 0.2?
You know,
Helm
the
support?
the problem is we need contributor to help us to drive the effort.
I commented on the pull request and in the issue. I can lead that effort because I have Helm experience.
Okay.
But definitely needs to be after KubeCon.
Okay,
Mhm.
sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Helm also makes sense because of the like how we're gonna be able to configure things. Like currently, customize is just applying, so it doesn't have a lot of customization basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. Anybody have anything else? Okay, great. Let me stop sharing. Good to see you all. Be fun to see a bunch of you in person in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we've got a bunch of work to do even before KubeCon.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
See you
Bye, folks.
soon. Bye.